Welcome, guys. I'm just gonna try out the Forgotten Pilgrims deck again. So this is originally based on the Worlds deck for that was the only Worlds deck in Mardu colors, which it means you can play Blood Tithe Harvester and Wedding Announcement and Fable of the Mirror Breaker in the same deck. It's also a Rite of Oblivion deck, so we can sacrifice our treasures and blood tokens to exile things, which is pretty nice. This has undergone quite a few changes since the last time I played it, I think. I think we can actually, one more change. I think I can drop Sacred Peaks and put in the 4th Sounders Lounge here. You have to use some slightly unusual lands because there is not a Mardu tri-land, but that's okay. Let me just check if I've got. Yeah, I think that's fine. We'll stick with those lands. So I'm going to try a few new cards. So I think Citizen's Crowbar is my choice. This didn't feature in the original deck. I like this card because it's not only giving you a citizen, it's also giving you a crowbar. So it's two things for 2 mana, which is very efficient when you're trying to sacrifice permanents with Rite of Oblivion. So that seems to fit in the deck quite well. I've got so what the Worlds deck tends to have. They have about 6 removal slots for cheap removal. So that's something that's often missing from my decks, and I end up paying for it. I'm kind of greedy. I kind of want my combos and my and more. I end up putting too many threats in the deck and not enough answers. So I'm trying to stick to this. So this particular deck has got 2 cut downs, 1 Voltage Surge, 1 Destroy Evil, 1 Go for the Throat, 1 Infernal Grasp. So that's your 6 instant speed cheap removal cards, which seems quite reasonable. I've seen Go for the Throat, which kind of has usurped Infernal Grasp. I think we can still get away with 1 Infernal Grasp in the deck. I think it's still quite good, especially seeing as there's quite a few popular artifact creatures. That seems like a reasonable choice. I'm trying out Razorlash Transmogrant. I'll be honest, I'm not too enthusiastic about this card. We'll see how well it works, but it's kind of like the Persistent Specimen or something. It's one of these cheap creatures that can come back. But this is a 3/1, so it's kind of aggressively statted. So that's what it has in its favour. It can't block, unfortunately. If you're playing against people with lots of 4 or more non-basic lands, then it's cheap to bring back. It's 2 mana, and it comes back to the battlefield as a 4/2 creature. So that's interesting. I thought we want to try out these new cards and see what they're like. So maybe that's good enough. Transmogrant's Crown we've got. So this you equip this to a creature. When it dies, you draw a card. This is very good to equip to a Blood Tithe Harvester that you're about to use, I have discovered. Especially one that you've just copied. A copy of a Blood Tithe Harvester that you're about to use. I've got 1 copy of Elas Ilkor Sadistic Pilgrim. So I think a 2/2 Death Touch is quite solid, especially when it's got this sort of little upside. You gain a bit of life when you play more creatures, and your opponent loses life when their creatures die. It's kind of just a nice little creature to have. Just 1 copy. It is a legendary, so there's really no downside to having 1 copy. I feel like we've got the 3 Rites of Oblivion. I think 4 is pushing it a bit. You get opening hands with 3 Rite of Oblivions, and no way to sort of make disposable cheap little artifacts, and then it feels quite bad. 4 Blood Tithe Harvester, Bankbuster, 3 Wedding Announcement, 1 Graveyard Trespasser, 1 Soul Transfer, 4 Fables. Then we come to Legions to Ashes, so this is another new card. So this is another removal card. This is getting sort of more expensive. So a 3 mana sorcery, exile target non-permanent, and opponent controls, and all tokens that player controls with the same name as that permanent. So sometimes you can. This is a little bit of a one-way sweeper. You can take out all of their artifact soldier 1/1 tokens. So that can be quite good. It's got a bit of upside to it. Let's see, we have 1 Archangel of Wrath, 1 Serra Paragon. I'm going to run 1 Gix's Command. I've taken out Wandering Emperor for this, just to try out a new card. This can sweep all the power 2 creatures. This can make my opponent sacrifice the highest power creature they've got. That's quite good against, let's see, what's it called? The Phyrexian Devastator or Phyrexian Mangler. I don't know. It's the 7/5 artifact creature where it costs you the power level of that creature to target it. So it costs you 7 life to target it. So I thought that this is a potential good answer for that card. Let's try this out. And I'm trying. I've got Liesa in the deck, which is my personal choice. I suppose it is vulnerable to removal, like a lot of things. And I'm going to try out the Steel Seraph, so you can give a creature flying or lifelink or vigilance. Seems quite good, and you can play it for 3 mana if you want. One thing I'm not sure about as well, Archangel of Wrath, Serra Paragon. You can play things with mana value 3 from the graveyard. I wonder if it does look at the prototype mana value, or if it just looks at the mana value in the top right. I'm not clear on that, but maybe we'll clear that up. Sideboard, I'm going to play best of 3, so I've added a few things. I just got an unlicensed Hearse, so that's come in for a Lands of the Lost. I've got a Lauren of the Third Path, so this is something that can blow up artifacts and enchantments. It's a bit like the old Uktabi Orangutan from, I think, Visions. I thought Braids might be quite good in the sideboard. There's a Liliana there, a couple of Anointed Peacekeepers, so see how that does. And I think I'm in gold 1, so I need to try and get up to platinum if possible. We're pretty close, but well, we'll just have to see how it goes. Right, Forgotten Pilgrims, we want ranked play, best of 3. Yeah, I've noticed that there's a YouTuber called Crows MTG. That's KROWZ. He's had a great deal of success with his Mardu Angels deck. This is not a copy of that deck though. I've had a look at the deck. There's quite a few things in there I don't have. I think he's got 4 copies of Archangel of Wrath, for example. But yeah, I recommend his video on the deck. He gives suggestions for cards you can substitute in to recreate his deck. So I think he's not playing Steel Seraph, but that is something you can substitute in. Yeah, I still don't have any copies of Sheoldred. Of course, I think he's running 2 or 3 copies. Right, so we like this hand. We keep it. We'll need some red mana. Blood Tithe Harvester. Yes, I'll see your Blood Tithe Harvester. If he doesn't kill my Harvester, we'll see. Yeah, he's going to kill my Harvester. Needless to say, I could have done Transmogrant's Crown, equip. And yes, he's got Corpus Praiser to remove it. That's very sensible. Now I could Rite of Oblivion this guy, using up a blood token. Or I get my wedding announcement cooking, which kind of means I'll take 3 damage. But the sooner this flips, the better, in a way. So let's concede 3 life points here. So another Corpse Appraiser. Interesting. Okay. Takes out his own Harvester. Getting a lot of card advantage here. One little problem, we didn't draw a land. We have a blood token. We have also, I was going to say we have an artifact and an enchantment, but we don't have any creatures in the graveyard anymore. So we can't actually do anything about that. I mean, we can't get double duty from the soul transfer. So, one option here, we can Transmogrant's Crown, equip it to the human, so he's a 3-1. So he's a potential blocker. But that could fall down to any removal card. We could Rite of Oblivion and take out 1 Corpse Appraiser and lose a blood token. Or we could... I think we're going to just discard a card. We'll discard 1 Rite of Oblivion. See if we can draw a land. I think playing a land's very important here. Good. And then... I was going to say we could sacrifice the blood token. I've already done that. We can sacrifice this guy to blow up the Corpse Appraiser. I don't know. I think I'm going to give this a go. Transmogrant's Crown onto this guy. He might have cut down in response, but we'll see. It's worth a shot. Okay, and we have a blocker. If he kills it, we have a card as well. Okay, you see, yeah, he did have removal, but it's not good enough. He's got other removal. So he's going to use the exile. We'll take 6, so I don't get the card. Of course, this guy can't block, unfortunately. Well, so 1 black mana, equip to this guy. Swing in for 3. Rite of Oblivion, a Corpse Appraiser, sacrificing this guy. Oh, this will be the one. Why not? The Worm of Doom. With a bit of haste. 6/4. I will discard a card. So cut down's not doing much for me at the moment. I think we lose that. Razorlash Transmogrant is probably even worse because it can't block. He'll just draw a card. So we're looking at 9 damage here. Is this a trampler? Yes. So I think we have to stop 3 damage here. I don't think we've got much choice. What can we do? We've got Soul Transfer on the Serpent. We take 3. We have an enchantment and an artifact, don't we? Might as well bring that back to hand. But yeah, we didn't make our land drops, and he did. Okay, good game. So we can't stop the Sheoldred. We are definitely dead. Cut down was not very good in that game. I think Liliana could be quite good here. Right, what else is bad? Definitely the Razorlash is terrible. Maybe we don't need the Crowbar. Unlicensed Hearse, is that good? He could take the fuel away from his Corpse Appraisers. Pilfer or Anointed Peacekeeper. I think Pilfer rather than Duress is probably pretty good. Okay, let's go with that. Okay, we have a 0 land hand. You do see these in best of 3 from time to time, because you do not have access to the hand smoothing algorithm. Now we have a 6 land hand, which is quite funny. I will keep this one. I like having a land. I don't like the Thran Portal very much. I'm going to get rid of that one. So the key here is we can cycle Xander's Lounge. So we don't play that one. I think we play Plains, and we can play Transmogrant's Crown here. Got a very reactive hand. I didn't want to muddle down to 5 when I've got good mana. Just need to try and top deck some good things. So I think we just have to play Sokenzan as a land. It's our only source of red, because we're going to cycle this. Fable, yeah, it's a good one. Cycle that. And we've got our own Fable. No, okay, so we've got a little bit of a choice here, because we could pop. Well, it's not really a choice. I think we just have to do Fable. But I have the advantage of using Transmogrant's Crown on my Goblin. So it's it was a terrible opening hand, but it's kind of, we drew a Fable, and we can kind of fix it a little bit. Yeah, he's going to use the exile effect, so I don't draw the card. It's probably good when they're using Soul Transfer on your Goblin Shaman. Duress. Okay, so he's going to get my Voltage Surge here. Discard up to 2. We can discard Rite of Oblivion. Do we discard the land? Yeah. We'll discard these cards because he's seen them. That's basically going to be the idea. I think I need a 5th land now, so I'm going to play that. Let's do the same trick again. Let's play another Fable and equip the Transmogrant's Crown. We'll see if he's got another exile effect for my dude. He has a bounce effect. He has an Otawara. Wow, okay. That also works to stop me getting a card. Okay, we've got Fable number 3. Discard up to 2. I think we're happy with our cards here. Submit 0. Play another Fable. We're not going to equip this. We're going to hold up mana for Infernal Grasp. So that's getting Go for the Throat. Okay. Sure. So there's an argument we kind of need to attack and get a treasure token, but I could trade off, but I won't. We'll see if he just has another removal card. So he had Soul Transfer, Otawara, and go for the throat so far. So this is going to remove a creature from the graveyard, right? Which creature? So just my Rite of Oblivion, I guess. Okay. So in response, we Infernal Grasp the Kiki-Jiki, because he's obviously going to try and copy that. He's got Spell Pierce, of course. Alright, he's got everything. So now I can copy his Corpse Appraiser. Sure. Discard up to 2 cards. Okay, let's discard a Rite of Oblivion. Or do we? Or do we? Let's decline. Let's submit 0. Okay, so we can spend 1 black mana. We can equip Goblin Shaman. He got cut down in response. I wouldn't put it past him. No. Okay, we're going to attack with a Goblin Shaman. Finally. We've had 3 Fables. He's only had 1 and he's got to attack every turn. Okay, we trade off there. Fair enough. I would finally draw a card. Okay, Shattered Sanctum. We sacrifice a treasure to take out Reflection. I think I'm going to play my land. I think I'm pretty mana intensive, and we'll equip this to Kikijiki and turn. Sure enough, another Corpse Appraiser. Gives him a bit of card advantage. I'm gonna block because I'll get to draw a card. I've got another one of these dudes coming, so I think we need the card. Okay, another land. Do we want to play the land? Is the question. Right, Rite of Oblivion. Well, we want the threat of copying Blood Tithe Harvester. To be maintained. He's got 1 card left. Can hold the land and potentially discard it with a blood token. Okay, yeah, Invoke Despair. So, that is another card in his deck. Let's resolve that. Do we want to sack a blood token first? Yeah. Okay, Takenuma. Now, if that's the creature I sacrifice, I won't have an enchantment to sacrifice, and I'll take 4, and he'll get cards. Or I can sack both of them. I think I'm going to sack that as the creature and keep the Harvester and take 4. Takenuma, I don't think there's anything left to bring back. Okay, can we afford to take 5? Probably not. I think we'll block the Corpse Appraiser, block the most damage coming in. Draw a card. Steel Seraph's quite good. He's got 2 cards left. Interesting, we can play 2 creatures this turn. Right, I think two creatures and equip a Transmogrant's Crown. So prototype this. Harvester. Equip Transmogrant's Crown onto the Harvester. And hold that land. Let's give it a lifelink. Okay, 2 cards left. Of course, the worm, I'm guessing, is what this is looking like. It's very careful tapping of mana. All the red, so it's going to get +3 power. So it's going to be an 8/4 trample. So he's going to try and get through. That trades off there, but I take 6 damage. Two direct damage. He's got 4 mana. Corpse Appraiser, another Corpse Appraiser, okay. Right, we have a blood token to get rid of. We need some life points. I think the priority is equipping this guy, like that, and swinging in with lifelink. And if we just count up our mana, yeah, we can't. It's a choice between Wedding Announcement and Rite of Oblivion. We could also Takenuma and put out a Blood Tithe Harvester. So I think it has to be Rite of Oblivion on something, Corpse Appraiser, or the thing that can copy stuff. Okay, I'm gonna, yeah, on balance, have to take out Kiki Jiki, I think. I'll lose the blood token. And we'll just have to see how that works. If he's got Invoke Despair, just wins, I think, here. But so he brings back... Oh, Sheoldred, yeah. That could be bad. He's got 3 mana. Corpse Appraiser, yeah, fair enough. That's my last creature in the graveyard to bring back. Okay. Right, no more creatures to bring back. So Takenuma's not very useful. Okay, lifelink on you. Swing in. Back up to 9. Wedding Announcement gives us a creature. We could sacrifice Transmogrant's Crown to kill one of these. We could sacrifice Wedding Announcement, or we could... Yeah, so it's a tricky one. We're going to go down to... Well, we're going to have a blocker in theory. I'll play this land. I'll be greedy. I won't take out the Corpse Appraiser. I'll just try and get by with a chump blocker and just 3 damage. 2 cards. He's got to go for the throat. So that leaves him with Blood Tithe Harvester. Okay, so what I can do is just gamble and try and Takenuma and hit a creature. Hey, we've got Archangel of Wrath. Pretty good hit. So we can take out Harvester and go face, or what am I... Interesting, we could... We don't quite win if we go face twice. So yeah, we'll take out the Harvester and go face. That was a good Takenuma, I've got to say. Lifelink, please. End turn. Probably the best Takenuma I've ever had. I've got to be honest. I was a bit sad when Gix's command went off the top. It turned out well. Okay, Brotherhood's End. 3 damage to everything. Would have taken out the Seraph. Interesting. Would have killed all of his own guys as well, I think. because I think it hits his own guys. Right. Anointed Peacekeeper. Could be annoying for him to deal with. Okay, I think I'm going to take something out here from the top end. I suppose they're all creatures he's got to answer. Maybe it's fine. Yeah, let's go for it. It's a 2-lander. Opponent goes first. I've got Fable to try and fix my hand, but I need red mana. It's iffy. It's very iffy. There's nothing I can play in the opening hand. I think let's do a sensible mulligan. Let's do another mulligan and keep a 5-lander. So we've got that for red mana. We've got to keep a couple of things here. 2-drop into 3-drop. Wedding announcement. Probably Braids isn't quite what we need. Steel Seraph will just get killed. That might be the best policy. Duress, great. So there goes Wedding Announcement. There's a red mana as well. Thran Portal. Do we really want Thran Portal? That's 2 damage to play that guy. Love it. Play a Wedding Announcement. And that might slow him down if I pop the Goblin. It's terrible in terms of card advantage, but maybe it slows him down. We have to hope we can top deck a Fable and try and fix our hand. Okay, Rite of Oblivion. So we'll make our land drop. Swing in with a citizen. Not a citizen, he's a human. Now, this either... Yeah, I think... discard a Thran Portal. Don't want to spend too much life on mana. It's kind of an emergency land. Rite of Oblivion could be used on the Bankbuster, because that's going to draw him a lot of cards. That's, yeah, let's do that. We'll draw a card off it, but it's fair enough. We are way behind, but we'll see what happens. Okay. So now the art is important. So killing the 1/1 means I haven't got anything to sacrifice to Rite of Oblivion number 2. Which is a smart move, and then he's swinging in for like 6 damage this turn. Oh, we could have counter magic. Forgot about that. I'm going to draw straight away and decide whether I want to play this mountain or not. I'm going to play the mountain. It's a 2/2 now, that's quite handy. So he can take it out with a copied Harvester. I see, he did have Spell Pierce. What do we sacrifice to take out the Kiki-Jiki? Is a good question. Might have to be Wedding Announcement, which is a little bit painful, but I've had good value out of it, I suppose. He's soaked up some of his cards. Harvester, sure. Alright, top land. Anything I play gets blown up. So, yeah, only play here is take out Kiki-Jiki. Sacrifice Wedding Festivity. It's done its job. And then we're going to take 6 damage. Oh, it's got negate. Okay, good game. I'm going to play the land. So we're taking 9 damage this turn. Let's play on another turn, see if we've got anything. On top. Okay. It's definitely concedable now, just to save time. Harvester number 3, sure. I guess he's thinking about, do I need to... worry about a sweeper. Kicks' command does not quite take out these guys, unfortunately. So we've got 6 mana here. We can block one of these guys. We draw a card. I don't think there's anything in the deck that fixes this problem. And that dies to a Bloodtithe Harvester, so good game. We got 1 win, at least. We went 2-1. But yeah, the Grixis deck's quite challenging, I think. Very long, grindy games as well. If you want to get your quick four wins in, this is, I guess, not the way to do it. Okay. No black mana. Terrible opening hand. We do have a Bankbuster. Which we can play on turn 3 because these are both tap lands. It's terrible. I should probably mulligan. But just because I've got the Bankbuster, I'm going to keep it. It could fix the hand, and then maybe it's a playable hand, and that maybe we'll survive long enough to actually play Gix's command. Hey, we hit black mana. That's good. Do nothing. We hit another land. That's good. I think we go Fable here. Oh yeah, Esper. You can counterspell it. That's to make disappear. Makes sense. So, played the Grixis deck, now we play the Esper deck.
With the right tools, I've got all kinds of connections.
Now, we can play Sundown Pass. So, go for the throat against a 1-1. Now, Gix's command will sweep this up later. That's what I'm thinking. I will Reckoner Bankbuster end the turn. If you know, if I can resolve a Gix's command, that is. He's got his card draw engine.
Now, what do we have here?
Please play a Shieldred or something I can kill. Oh dear, no, it's a Teferi. This is the problem with this card. It doesn't kill Planeswalkers. Oh, we got an untapped land. Let me guess, Gix's command doesn't do anything about Planeswalkers. No. So, unfortunately, we ran into the Super Friends deck at the wrong moment. Soul Transfer, though, is good. This untaps lands, so you can have a cheeky counter spell, I guess. Except it's a black mana he's got untapped. Okay. Right, we need double black to cast a Soul Transfer here. That's what we'll do.
Only time will tell.
And next. It's not quite the matchup for Gix's command, it seems so far. It's definitely a duress kind of game.
There's no secret I can't uncover.
Okay, we actually have another untapped mana, so we've got 2 to draw, 2 to play a Crowbar, and 2 to Infernal Grasp his Ninja. in maybe upkeep phase. Yeah, let me do that, please. That's nice. So, Citizen's Crowbar. Maybe we use Go for the Throat because that's restricted. And we'll see if he does anything end of turn. Memory Deluge, okay. So now's the time to go for the throat on his little dude. Which seems excessive, but I don't think we're going to get to resolve Gix's command at this point. Celestus, he's going to ramp out some mana. Decided he doesn't need to use this as a bounce spell, he's going to use it as a land. So he might have another one in his hand, of course. He's going to make another ninja token.
It's like your defenses aren't even there.
And I'm going to draw a card. So he's got 3 mana up, no, 4 mana up, don't forget the Celestus. Okay, over to my turn. Right. Do I need to play a land? So, it's pretty simple. We're going to attack Kato now. We could open up with an Infernal Grasp on the ninja. It seems excessive. Let's see how the attack goes. I feel like he's certainly got something planned. So he's blocking there, okay. What's he got planned for the Bankbuster? Wandering Emperor, of course. Four mana, untapped. Against the control deck. I feel like I should have known that one. So, yeah. Super Friends deck, we've already established. Still, we take out his ninja. I feel like I can just play a tap land here. Is there any point in Gix's command at the moment? No. Let's play the tap land. We could Takenuma end of turn, try and hit a creature. Destroy all creatures. Wow, okay. It's got me there.
I know something you don't know.
So he discards his other sweeper.
Remember your training.
Another Bankbuster, yep. Right, we'll use the Takenuma now and just see if we get a hit with it. May as well use my mana. Got 3 lands, 2 lands off the top and a Fable. That's right, he cast 2 spells, took it back to daytime. Gets a little bit of action off Celestis. I feel like I want to keep playing lands. The one we took out was the Teferi, wasn't it?
Now, what do we have here?
So we're at that stage where we've realised we've got completely the wrong deck to go against Esper Super Friends, and we can probably concede. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards in hand. He's drawing and discarding with this every turn. He's got another Teferi.
This is a serious situation. We can still have a little fun.
I still want to see what I top deck. He's going to just take a long time though.
Some think time only flows in one direction.
He's taking too long. I'm going to take out some creature removal, I think. Cut down would be a good start. Voltage Surge can hit Planeswalkers. We keep that. Citizen's Crowbar can kill useful things. That might be useful. Right, Oblivion's very useful. Duress is going to be quite good. Anointed Peacekeeper is going to be quite good. Pilfer's quite good. It's going to be a long, grindy game. Bankbuster's going to be good. Blood Tithe Harvester. Maybe Gix's command is just useless in this matchup and expensive, and it's going to get counterspelled. So we'll get rid of that. I'm not sure if he's doing much graveyard stuff. Tell you what, Loran is good. He's got some useful artifacts. Let's play Loran. Do we drop something more expensive? I think Liesa's not going to get it done. I think it's just going to get blown up or countered. Too expensive. Okay, decent opening hand. Do we want to play the Xander's Lounge? Or do we discard it later? That is my question. We'll play one tap land. I think, yeah, we'll play this. We'll open them with this. And yeah, play that and play a Transmogrant. Pretty good to sneak that out on turn 2. Duras takes out Legions to Ashes. Sokenzan could be a good card to cast, I think. We could play this for aggro. That's got a Pilfer. That's a good one. Pilfer time. Right, Path of Peril. Gets his sweeper out of the way. This is just expensive card draw stuff, so he's going to have to try and draw another sweeper, another answer. And I've got Lauren to answer his Reckoner Bankbuster. He's got lots of lands, so he can kind of cast all his stuff. Graveyard Trespasser, interesting choice. So yeah, some creatures are gonna make it in. I was gonna play maybe Sokenzan, but now I could play I could Eiganjo this if it attacks, but yeah, don't know about that. Let's get a double white. Let's play Steel Seraph. Give the Razorlash Transmogrant flying. Swing 4/3. Okay, so that's now a 4/4. I'll play this land as well, and we'll swing in with these two. Mana value 2 or less, so this is safe from the cheap Path of Peril. Okay. It's gone. I'm going to play this in a turn. Discard a card. So, I can push through 4 damage, but I lose Loran. I think it's worth it. Puts him in the danger zone. He's got 3 unknown cards here. So he's going to play Bankbuster because it's safe to do so now. We'll swing in for 4. See what he's got. Wandering Emperor, yeah. I should have known.
Finally, I'm home. I am almost sad to see you go.
Right, we've got Rite of Oblivion. So, you can either knock out the Bankbuster, or we can play our own Bankbuster and start drawing cards. I think maybe this actually slows him down quite a lot. Then again, if he's got no answer to this, he's on 5 life, so yeah. Take out the Bankbuster, lose this guy. Okay, another land. He's got the mana now for Memory Deluge.
We've got the edge in this fight.
Right, let's see if we can play Elasil Core. And I think don't want to play into counter magic here, so that said, he can't do his Memory Deluge. I'd feel pretty bad if he's got his 2 mana power sink. Take a risk. Okay, we got away with it. So he's on 5 cards now. Yeah, I just have Rafine in the deck. Well, there you go.
May your blade strike true. Strike fast and strike hard.
Yep, it's looking like it's getting away from me again. Let's discard both of these. So let's play the land. Let's play Harvester. Rite of Oblivion. So one option, Rite of Oblivion on the Samurai, and we attack, and we'll just block with Raffine, but we'll get a treasure token. So, this would be sacrificing the blood token. Or we could just not attack and draw a card, see if we draw into something good. Potentially discard it. Blood Tithe Harvester doesn't kill either of these things. We could just Rite of Oblivion on the Wandering Emperor. We can't target Raffine. Okay, I'm going to Bankbuster. It's got to think of something to do. Takenuma. Is there anything to bring back? Yeah, Lauren of the Third Path. Elas Ilkor. Okay. Or we can always use the blood token.
Remember your training.
Take 4. Trespasser. Okay, so Rite of Oblivion on the token, then attack in with these two on Wandering Emperor. Seems like a possibility. Let's give it a go. Sacrifice the blood token. He doesn't seem great. He's probably got negate. Yeah, he does. Now we can play the Trespasser here. Might be playing into a sweeper. That's one problem. It is night time, so this guy gets to be 4/4. Or we could draw a card off the Bankbuster. I'm not sure. Okay, let's do that and play Trespasser. I don't think he's got a way of recycling things. I could actually do him 2 direct damage by doing that. Which is pretty good. No attacks. Just thinking, yeah, I could have crewed that. So I've got a 4/4 swinging in, which you might have to block. Did 2 spells, so it went back to daytime, unfortunately, but bound to happen. Now, can he blow up my reflection of Kiki-Jiki? Is he just going to attack and sweep the board? It's got quite a. This is quite a big investment now. It's quite an impressive creature. It is a 5/5. Okay. Now, Harvester could crew that, and we double block with Trespasser and Bankbuster. Then if he has another Wandering Emperor, he can give it first strike, right? That is one problem. We'll just let it through. So he's making a 2/2. That doesn't suggest he's got a sweeper.
Let your blade do the talking.
Removal for the Kiki-Jiki, yeah. Thinking I need something good off the top. No. We could draw with the Bankbuster. We kind of like to do that end of turn on his so the. Let's do it now. I think it's an emergency. Okay, Fable's good. We'll do a Fable. Bloodtithe Harvester does nothing. There's no blood tokens, so we can't take anything out. End turn.
I have got new moves to teach you.
So that one's got first strike. That's going to stay 5/5. Take it. I mean, he could be running that card, couldn't he? Invoke Despair. But I'm going to keep my creatures on the board so I can maybe threaten his life total next turn. Bit of a long wait. So cut down on the harvester, sure. The end of his turn, fair enough. Okay, discard both these. Okay, interesting. Transmogrant's crown, you say. Anointed Peacekeeper's quite interesting. Let's see what we can do with this. Now you can just swing in and win with Rafine. Well, swing in with all three. That can get to 3 power, of course. Quite useful seeing what he's got in his hand. But I don't think we've drawn what we needed, unfortunately. So, okay, one of those gets bounced. Sure. And Urtai Resurrected comes out to blow something up as well. Why not? Everything's instant speed. I'll draw a land, sure. Dunno, what do we do? Path of Peril, I guess. Come on, help me out here. No, not Path of Bravery. So I think we just lose here. Yeah, let's just say let's give it a shot. Let's go Transmogrant's Crown. Let's pop this on somebody. Graveyard Trespasser. Let's crew this guy like that. Oh, yep. Try to have a go at doing that. And yeah, it'd be good if he had a creature. Or if I had I do have a creature. I could do 1 point of damage. So, if he blocks, I'll actually draw a card, which is interesting. Okay. Can play Fable. I'm on 4 life points. Oh yeah, that gets to, yeah, let's get to pump that up. If he gets to discard 2 cards, then he wins. He does. Okay, good game. Block there, block there. So yeah, we're not set up for Super Friends decks. Particularly well. But I think most of the removal cards are, if we just go and have a look at the deck. Most of the things that remove Planeswalkers, I feel like they're 3 mana removals usually. Sort of, but you know, well, you remove target permanent type things. But we do have Voltage Surge that can hit Planeswalkers. But it's things like Soul Transfer that usually take out Planeswalkers. Legions to Ashes as well. They've already got value from the Planeswalker, so it's always feels quite bad. But we gave it a shot. I think that is enough for that deck at the moment. Those were 2 long, grindy games, and I can't face another game with this deck right now. So yeah, I think that's the video. Thanks for watching so far. Also, thanks for watching the whole thing, because I'm not doing any more.